Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham Yahushai, Bahasham Ruach HaKodesh. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the elect. And Lord willing, this will be a quick hit. But I was just watching a video. Didn't finish it, but this is a video on Stargate. Okay, one of the facilities that they're building over there in, I believe it's in Texas. You know, very, very vast, like huge, acres of land that they are building there to house, as the guy said, pretty much thousands of GPUs and C-HIPs, right, that will power that, or give enough compute power to, support the ambitious project, right, AI projects that they are going along with, right? And that's only within the partnership of a couple of organizations, right? Not to mention the rest. And I believe you also have the, let me see if it's, let's see, a treaty signed. You have the whole, the One Accord Treaty, right? Which I'm trying to see. I think I saw something about it being either finalized or something along those lines. But I just want to see if I can confirm that. One Accord Treaty. But yeah, you have all that going on, and so interestingly enough, you have now they're talking about a rise in cases again, right? With the going around. So the point is, there's a lot of things that are happening, right? That are taking place, and they often use the tactic of distraction, right? Distract, while they work in the background, and then eventually, boom, they spring it on you in the foreground, right? Now, there's a precept here that I wanted to get. Let's see. And so, as the Lord told us, we have to watch, and now more vigilantly than ever. There we go. This is Luke chapter 21, verse 33. It says, "Heaven and earth shall pass away, but my words shall not pass away." And that's what it is, right? Like the words that the Lord told us, and our faith in that is going to be tested more and more and more as we see the events around the world picking up, okay? To where it's going to be like, as where the world was normal, in the sense of like, things they're wicked, but, it's just like carnal, right? There's not really much supernatural, or out of this world kind of things taking place. And so, the main supernatural things are really what we read in the scriptures as to what's going to take place. But as you start to see things get more and more out of hand and more crazy and more unbelievable, it's going to start to test a lot of people's faith. It's going to be like you being pushed further and further into the fire. And it's like the further you go, the hotter it gets. And just when you think, damn, this shit is hot, it gets hotter. Okay. And at that point, it's going to be the faith that you have, the true, right? As the scriptures say, the true believers with true faith are the ones that are going to stand. Because you have some people that have just an outer layer of faith. It's like you have you buy a watch that's just been lightly coated in gold, and it's not really, authentically made of gold. So eventually it just starts to wear off and rust, and it's not really top quality. And that's how certain individuals' faith is likened onto, right? Instead of it being pure down to the core, it's really just a coating or the wrapping. And when the time comes, right, when it's put to the test, that wrapper is going to melt off and they're going to be left with nothing, right? Because they didn't spend most of their time building up that faith, praying to the Lord and being rooted in this word. And now these prophecies are creeping up, and you not paying attention, now they done, creeped up on you. Luke 21 and 34, "And take heed to yourselves, lest at any time your hearts be overcharged with surfeiting and drunkenness and cares of this life, and so that day come upon you unawares. See, so we're constantly watching, and it could be that split second that you get distracted or you take your eyes off, and then boom, the snare is set. Verse 35, for as a snare shall it come upon all them that dwell on the face of the whole earth. So this, this is going to be, the trap that the Lord is setting, but ultimately by using these nations on the earth to really change the world. So it's going to get a lot more crazy, right? It's going to get a lot crazier before it gets better. Okay. And witnessing that level of madness that we're going to see, your mind in itself is going to be like, you wake up and you remember that, oh shit, this wasn't fake. This wasn't a dream. This isn't this isn't some video I'm watching. This isn't some simulation. This is reality, right? Very soon you're going to start to see how, and these people are not going to see it that way because they're a part of that change, right? They're changing along with this world. So it's going to be adjusting to that norm for them. Oh, it's just another technological advancement, another way of life. But for us, we're going to be looking at it like, what the hell is really going on right now? Like this is unreal, but anyway, just wanted to mention that, as we continue to push, getting closer to the end, it's important to stay vigilant. It's like when you're running a race, as you get to the end, that's when you start to get more and more tired, but then that's when more is required of you. Okay. And that's what we're going to be faced with. So it's important, to build up your spiritual stamina, and to stay locked in. Anyway, with that, Lord willing, this is edifying and exhorting to the elect. In closing, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Ruach HaKodesh. Until next time, Shalom.